This project is about what can be done to eliminate racism. First things first, we have to know what is the racism definition. According to Merriam-Webster dictionary, it is a belief that race is the primary determinant of human traits and capacities, and that racial differences produce an inherent superiority of a particular race, or it is a racial prejudice or discrimination. This type of action is exceeded and unacceptable nowadays. Unfortunately, the world still watching those kinds of discrimination, even though it is punishable by law. Racism origin. Don't exist unanimity about the origin of the racism, but it can be inferred that this kind of discrimination was created when humans started to categorize and undervalue their own skin and also other skins. There are three main types of racism. The first is open racism, like the KKK. They are known because of their outfit. This type of racism is the one with more dangerous consequences. The second type is violent racism. This type of racism is when you act violent and start attacking other races because you think you are more superior. For example, the white people in South Africa believed that they were superior than the blacks, so they started the apartheid that divided the black and white. Nelson Mandela and the ANC tried to stop the apartheid, but the government responded violently and killed over 60 people from the ANC organization and some people that supported the ANC. The third type of racism is secret racism. Secret racism is when you are being racist but you try to hide it. This also happens when someone just makes fun of your race for a reason that you don't know. These are the different forms of racism, but they all promote the same meaning, racism, which is offensive to everyone. A survey was made in order to learn what is people's knowledge and opinions about racism.
The first question was, what is your age range? The large percentage was under 21. The smallest percentage was over 51. The second question was, what races are you? As we see here, the percentage of the races people who asked. The third third one was, where did you first learn about racism? The biggest was by family, the smallest was by others. The fourth question was, have you ever used racism slurs? Most of people reply that they haven't used it, and others say they just use it when they are joking. The fifth one was, would you mind to relate or work with someone who has a different races? Most people said no. The sixth question was an open question. If you see an act of racism, what would you do? Some people say they will call the police and make a report, others protect the victim, and others would ignore it. The last question was, do you think racism is getting worse or better around the world? There are many different answers about this question. Many of people say getting worse, another of people say getting better. The percentage of this survey was 50-50.
How to reduce racism. 4 steps. Makes afraid people to be happy.
Wanna make me laugh or not?
We want to live in a perfect world, but we just don't know how to help the different race people. So watch next page. First step. Speak up if you see racism in action. Feel free to get an authority figure. Talk to police or talk to teacher. Second step, learn about your community. From one person to a whole community. Learn from different people. And from one point through to whole community. Third step, schools and other community organizations need to start taking a more activity. Interaction need to take early in life so students can respect each other. Because of learning different culture early, our society will reduce racism. Fourth step, just like Jason said, more you read, the more you understand. So read.
Really?
While we are reading books, we acquire knowledge and we might realize different culture of people. Unless we connect to the world,
Doesn't look like Jason.
ineffective way to reduce racism. Visit a church is not a good way. Because of religion, people will not accept to go to different church of religion, such like some activities makes feel afraid. Instead of report anti-racism movement, such like this information will not help people to understand racism. However, if people read good news every day, it will have a more positive energy. So, know more, do better. Is racism a global concern? Yes, it is. So, March 21st is the Global Racism Day, but start today is a good opportunity to eliminate racism. And thank you for your support.
Now, in order to clarify more, you can stay with that video.